Did you know that the 1982 movie Poltergeist was inspired by a true story? You're about to find out what that was. Now, we all remember these scenes as Jo Beth Williams in an actual mud hole with actual skeletons. And this creepy ass clown, this, and thanks to Tim Curry and Stephen King, is where my fear of clowns started. And then we also, this is the infamous role that Zelda Rubinstein got her really start on. We all remember that. Carol Ann, Carol Ann, do not go to the light, Carol Ann. And we remember this freaky ass scene. And of course, this freaky ass guy, Kane, haunted me for years. Of course, this was the real life actor. He was sick and terminally ill at that point in time, so that added to the scariness. But man, saying that creeped me out. Now, I couldn't find much photos of the original family that it's inspired by, so this will be on the screen most of the rest of the time. So, this is the story that inspired Poltergeist. So, in 1958, James Herman got a call from his wife. You can see in this picture. So, it was a simple phone call that started just a series of events around the family's uninvited guest, also known as Poltergeist. So this family was located in Long Island, New York. And so the events happened between, I want to say, the beginning of March of 1958 and mid-May of 1958. Now, the Hermans had some teenage children, and this first started whenever the teenage children reported hearing bottle caps being taken off bottles in another room. They couldn't explain it why. They would be in one room and they would hear bottle caps popping off in the next room. This is what the original house looked like. So when James got home from work that day, he encouraged the family to explore, and at that time they found a number of bottle caps around the house without any explanation. They didn't have that many, or I think they had that many bottles in the house at that time. Now, Mr. Herman was a skeptic, and he asked his family to stay quiet about it because the newspaper and gossip was like the social media of the time. Then a couple days later, the popping returned again. And not long after that incident, James was getting ready. He was looking in the mirror, and he heard something, and he looked down, and he saw a glass bottle sliding across the floor. Now, James was a skeptic, but he really freaked out on this one. So what did he do? He called the police. Now, what happens? The bottles move also in front of the police, and they also could hear the popping sounds. Now, they did a whole bunch of tests around the house to make sure there was no electronic disturbances, no magnetic field disturbances, things of that nature. But stay tuned for part 2, where the story gets interesting.